tusla building. Check it out. That's where they work. All that money they still can't look after a few fucking a lot of people, young children. Crazy guys, crazy we have to come to this. Just to keep kids safe, it's fucking ridiculous. I take it they don't want a hand with the barrier, so they seem to be doing just fine.
Racists, a little bit.
Oh, a hard day's work. The trials and tribulations of having a hard day's work. Manual labour, huh? Not what you sign up for though. Unfortunately. But such is life. And it's now 12:05. 12:05. Oh, the usual was here. Dave was here. Lou was here. Some of the lads are here. Here we go, guys.
There's a bit more tape there if you want to hang on the outside.
Yeah, just 1 second, yeah.
Saoirse, how you doing, Saoirse? Nice to see you here. We're only after getting rolled minutes ago. I was down at Myron and got a sheet and doing manual labour. Didn't last long, but they're dragging their barriers around for the last fucking 10-15 minutes. And it's three of them. God love them, they didn't sign up for fucking manual labour. If they did, they wouldn't be wearing such clean, high-vis jackets. When you're that clean, you're not a labourer. And here we have the most famous dog that ever walked the island of Ireland, Rua. Hey, Rua. Hey, Rua. Come here, Rua. Come here, Rua. How are you, buddy? How are you, buddy?
Here. Oh no, you're holding that. When you say a picture of me holding that, where it says Johnny.
No.
A picture of that.
There's only starting to show up. Saoirse is not really supposed to be anything happening till about 12:30, so this is it's only 8:05 and 12:30 to this now could be 1 o'clock, so you know yourself.
Get on that side. Get on that side. 10 years of age, what a disgrace. 10 years of age, come on. When's it going to stop? When is it going to actually stop, do you know what I mean? That's not the first one that's been attacked in this country.
It's not.
And England and everywhere else. I hear it the whole time. Absolute disgrace it is. That's a child, 10 years of age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your man was deported, yet he was still in the country over a year later. Like, what's going on? It can't be happening. People have to stand up for this kind of stuff that's going on.
Exactly.
Protect their country, protect their children.
Protect your future.
This is no joke. What's that poor child going through right now? Do you know what I mean? Trauma after all that.
Or they might as well have after destroying her life.
That's what it does to them. It's destroyed. And these
Destroy
people,
them.
this is Tusla. We're outside here today. That's Tusla building. The windows here today. That's Tusla. They're the ones that she was supposed to be in their care, a 10-year-old in their care. And what happens? They seem to be able to let her go without even realising where she was. And then she's attacked in an iPass centre by a security guard who's at the iPass centre in City West Hotel. by a security guard who was working there, and he's supposed to be deported from the country. He already had other crimes and yet he was still in the country, able to do this, able to attack a 10-year-old child. How sick and disgusting is that? People need to stand up for our children and for our country.
Every one of us.
100%, yeah. Especially the children and the women.
There are a future there.
There's a number of women and a number of children have already been attacked. There's Parnell Square, there's loads of them all over the country, but they keep hiding it. Why are they hiding it? I mean, they're supposed to be here to protect and serve. So why aren't they protecting and serving us? You know what I mean?
We're taking the wrong ones.
Yeah, and then I was arrested myself because I was standing there. I was actually standing there in support of that girl. Didn't do anything wrong, but I was attacked and beaten up by guards, beaten up, and I'm in court over it. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I just stood there doing something right, standing up for that child. You know, and everybody needs to come out and stand up for the children of this country.
They'll have to arrest us all then, because we're all behind that child.
Exactly.
Every one of us.
Yeah.
And they're all in there in the nice cushy offices. Big ass fucking building. Oh, Robert?
Oh, he's gone now. He's already.
Oh, he's already. He's come back there now.
He's
come back there now.
Anyway, remember, that's why we're here today.
We're here for her and we're here for every other child on this island.
It's a peaceful gathering outside the tusla buildings where they're supposed to be caring for the children.
It's a representation that we want them to wake up and do what they're being paid to do. Because obviously, besides that building, they're getting well paid. And the children are still still forgotten.
Why are they getting paid for? To allow children to be able to disappear out of custody. If that was a mother and father that had a child there and it went missing like that, who would be the first one in to take the child? Tusla.
Tusla, straight away.
So to take a child that able to get back out onto the streets and be actually sexually assaulted. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It needs to stop.
Appreciate it, Dave. Thank you, but God love manual labour. It's not what they signed up for in Templemore. Where's 420? Is he covered up or what? No. The river is safe enough there, he's doing his thing. Most famous dog ever, like dog.
Something like that's it. So bad.
We're clear in the sun again. But people are starting to show up. Hi, how are you keeping, man? You well? I haven't seen you, how are you keeping?
Yeah, not too bad at all.
That's good, that's good. That's good. Just as the right thing. Brings out the finest of people back. It's good to have you around again now, man.
Oh, yeah, name.
Fuck.
That could be it.
Yeah, guys, tricolours. And the tusla. No better place to do it. So, we have.
He's going to go in there and tea shop. He's the biggest fool.
I want to be able to sit there. We're all going to be bored. With the fire chief and everything.
This is going to keep the island. I'm hoping there's a lot of people I talk want to be here, not here, so I'm expecting a few heads here. You never know, but you never know. You never know.
You cannot put
No. This is I can tell you, it is cold. I won't fucking lie. It is cold. Some gentlemen having some chats there and stuff.
Walk away with these files.
No, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Here we go. Hello, Lou.
and they're actually in charge of
Yeah.
He's up there. Kennedy's up there.
But I'll be over there next.
Sorry.
There's one thing to be aware of. Certainly, I don't have any issue going on camera if I was finished with the course, but because I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? It can rebound, just to be aware of it, you know.
What do you mean?
So, you know, the
You asked me not to record.
well, no, I'm not on that, but me personally, I'd love to be on and do an interview with you, but because I'm not finished with it.
Oh no, I won't bother. All right, I respect you that way. No problem. I thought you were asking me to stop recording. I was, okay, checking out. You can't see the screen because the sun is absolutely. Rachel. Well, Rach, how you doing, girl? Sorry, I was lost in the watching Ross around me there. I can't pronounce it. Lab 7? Hi, Lab 7. Having a good day so far, so. Lab 7, that's good. Hey, Rachel, don't worry about it, girl. We're here, you can see it online anyway, so. Same thing, girl, same thing. But like I always say to you, wherever I go, everyone goes. I still have the hat. Still wears it, so wherever I go, everyone goes, because the footage is there. You can see it. So I hope it's not too serious. I hope it's just another dose or something you can get over. So we'll see you back when we see you back there.
Exactly. We could just let us out to go. So we can't let you leave.
There's a lot of cameras here today, which is actually exactly what we want. There isn't people, that's right. Loud and proud, as they say. And you all know how fucking loud I can be. So, but Jesus, unguarded sticker on, they now have a sergeant by their side. Okay.
You're still tied in, you know.
The dude on the left is a sergeant. You can see the triple strips on his shoulder, on his shoulder arm. So, yeah. I can't even. Oh yeah, I don't want any interviews with him anyway, so whatever his big deal is with interviews. I got a nice little video now in there through the glass and stuff where I'll be putting up later on at the staff trying to hide in behind the signs and lines and all sorts of shit. Kind of comical. So I was fighting now if I can remember which fucking pocket I put them. No. Going up. John is not here yet, Rich, no. No, son, but then again, it's only 12:15 yet, Rich. It's not supposed to be kicking off till about 12:30, and me and you, well, both me and you know what that means. More like quarter to 1 o'clock. Besides, I can tell you now, the traffic into this fucking city this morning is absolutely unreal. Just as well you're not trying to get a fucking yourself in gym, we're not trying to get a van towards you. It's a nightmare coming in. So, whatever's going on, the traffic is fucking crazy up here. I know it's Christmas, coming up to Christmas, but I've seen Dublin less busy on Christmas week. Whatever's happening today. So, which lads, Rich? Not sure which guys from them you're talking about, girl. Are you talking about like Stephen and them? Or are you talking about who else are you talking about, like? I probably wouldn't. I might not even know these people are rich. I'm just going to do a walk around. You can see the faces, you know yourself. And I have to, certain auditors don't want their face shown, so I have to avoid them as well.
Seems to me there was no reflection at all. But as I said, there was
People gathering everywhere. Everybody's getting a photo opportunity. Photo ops. Hey, bro. No, I haven't seen Steve yet anyway, to be honest with you. But like I said, if he's driving up his step, he's going to be getting hit in the middle coming into the city today. If I was coming across the city on the Lewis, there's so much traffic in the fucking city, the Lewis was even stopping in places it wasn't supposed to stop. Cars would be backed up, cars would be in the way, cars would be all over, you know. So I'd say he'll be held up. Anyone driving in here today is going to be held up, right? Simple as that. It's fucking hard enough to get in with the fucking public transport and trains. And like I said, lads, there's a whole lot of cameras coming out here today. So probably more cameras here today than what there is in the RT studio. At least we're showing the truth though.
Is that RT? No.
Don't know that. I'm just saying we have more cameras here than they do anyway. But the only difference is we actually show the truth. There's Brian.
We're all together, us and the Jews. They're gonna fucking kill us. You get their way, you know?
Hi Brian, how are you?
Good morning, how are you? What's your first name again?
Larry.
Larry, how are you, Larry?
How you doing, man? You well?
Man, keep up the stream and let the people know what's going on.
Always go live.
Yeah.
Always. But the last video was nearly 3 fucking hours long.
And then I got home. I wasn't even on it. I was 3 stops away. And then I had to
Oh no. Yeah.
I didn't get to see a fucking bobble. A bobble and fucking wear like that.
Rachel said hi.
Alright.
How you doing? How she cut. Hey, Turkish Cumberland. The band of tricolours over there, or one tricolour. Oh, Philip is over there. How you doing, man? I wonder if Philip get his camera back.
Very good. How's it going? All good. Better.
Oh, wow.
Good. And yourself?
No, but I came around.
How about it? Alright, Philip.
How are you? She's up for 10 years, she's looking at it. Yeah? For harassment. Yeah?
Look. Good apartments that's actually around here. I'm not surprised for fucking migrants at this stage. How you doing? So, nothing surprises me now at this stage. Absolutely not.
This kicks off.
There's all sorts of equipment turning up today. We still have people arriving. How you doing, man? Dental care. All right.
Streaming.
Yeah, live on YouTube, yeah. I always go live so they can't delete it off the phone.
I asked you your name across the last minute, I forgot doing that night, I couldn't find it.
Oh, LB audits. There we go.
LB.
Yeah. You find it all right. Two garlic chiconis. Some of the lads know.
You know, and you're allowed to have your opinion.
And then, I forgot another thing. Then,
I love your patches, girl. I love your patches.
Oh yeah, thanks.
They're good size. Where'd you get them?
What?
Where'd you get them? They're good
I
size.
actually got them on Amazon, believe it or not. There's a place in Ireland that sells them.
Oh, right.
I got them on Amazon UK.
Where'd you get the pin?
What?
Where'd you get the pin?
There's a guy on Facebook that sells them.
Defence Force.
Yeah, I'm ex-service member.
Oh yeah, so am I.
I was in the reserves for 6 years.
No, I was in Wexford in the 3rd Battalion.
Oh, right.
12 years.
12 years.
And I'm going
well,
back.
I went and I joined the civil defence then for another 6 years. So.
No, I'm going back now to the 80s and 90s.
Oh, right.
Yeah, long
I
time ago.
I joined in '99.
I left in 97. So. But it's a good experience though.
Oh yeah.
Great
I think it should be mandatory for everyone to do it.
It is, but the problem was the way just when I come up to me leaving, the way females were being treated was wrong. They were like, I've seen it myself, fellas falling into the showers. The more fights over than anything at all. It was just they had
I never had that problem now.
No, but it was very.
Although I did like have, there was actually this one particular sergeant. I remember he
It
was
was very common in the
cadre.
corps. Very common.
He was cadre staff,
Yeah.
and he was training us all out on the ground. And I remember I was doing enemy for the sergeant's course, and I was the only female who was on the enemy part.
All right, that's when people don't go.
But everyone had to be BBW, you know.
Oh yeah.
Females to females. And I was the only female beyond the out. The sergeant came up to me and he said, "Oh, you can share with me," with his little leer on his face.
Yeah.
you'd look at that and you'd be stick there. You'd be thinking to
You, no, I'm stuck with you, you mean. It's a difference.
And then, even if you wanted to, give this career, just spin to me and say, "Oh well, they're just push them up."
Philip is doing his thing there. So, won't bother him.
Same here. Where I been out there since they
I'm quiet at the minute now, so we the calm before the storm. If I've been here anywhere, it's a question. There is, I'll say supervisor. Alright. See them yokes there? You're walking down the street and you're stuck in your hand. See? Only takes a second. That fucking simple. You guys are just chilling out. 3 of them just. Oh, this is secured. Have to put the same. So I thought that was my phone. Yet the phone's in your hand recording. Jesus Christ, man.
John, I'm here outside the Brunel building.
Oh. Oh, excuse me. Too much cappuccino.
Treacherous.
Yeah. Tusla. Actually, I must probably short. When this is done, have a short video of me trying to get a bit of a sneak peek through the glass and through the blinds, and they were skulking around trying to hide behind signs and stuff. Let's check this out, guys. What's wrong, Rua? You're reading the signs as well, Rua, are you? You're reading them as well?
Hey!
How are you?
Don't you piddle there now.
Oh, he won't. He follows someone around, he knows that's all.
Don't you piddle there.
Rua, off the signs. No.
You're not.
Off the signs.
I know you, dog. Down there. Sit down there.
What's wrong with you, Roo? You coming? He's trying to read them. He's trying to read the signs.
That's what he was.
And they've been pulled out to Robinson and Connolly were wearing purple for the suffragettes, and I think, right, that's grand. All I'm saying is,
Little link for somebody, yeah.
Your map 8130 said hi. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Like what you see, subscribe. I do this pretty regular. I always live actually, so throw the odd short up that I might have made on the upload. Live all the time. So you like what you see, you know how to find out, how to find more.
Yeah, you can find the letter that we're handing in.
Back up here again tomorrow, back up here again Thursday, so a lot more to come. Becoming a regular daily occurrence now. They're pushing so hard, we have to push hard back.
It's Dublin fucking castle, boy. Go to the side.
We're going to have a discussion. So, big guy, look, check this out. Of admirers.
the original.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Couple of admirers staring down.
Yeah, yeah, before an though.
That staff can't be too busy. They're standing at the window watching us.
Huh?
The staff are out the window watching us. They can't be too fucking busy.
Are they watching us, are they?
Yeah, there's two women there on the fourth window up. Yeah, they're watching alright. Get back to work. You fucked. Story, Roo.
Oh my God, don't mind everyone.
Yeah. Bright winter sun. It brights up everything, but heat's not.
And then they left it all the green
Anna, hurry on. When we're talking with the schools,
Yeah. You? Oh yeah, I've said that. I've seen that already. It's a fine day for this. Speakers are moving down further, that's good.
Same old crowd.
Same old faces as always. How you go? Now, Rich, there's Stephen. Search party out for you. Rachel's on the fucking live chat for the last half hour. Where's Stephen? Where's Stephen? No, Rich, there he is. Look. Now you can leave me the fuck alone.
oh, twice happened. Well, I can't hold it.
Not too bad, you?
Good.
Whoop. Hang it up now. Alright, well, to be honest with you, Jonathan's not even here yet.
He's on the way, I was telling
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I'm trying to tell them on live chat. I come in this morning. The traffic is fucking nightmare coming into Dublin this morning. You drive up?
Yeah, I parked like Cohen, got the lowest in.
Oh yeah, probably best.
Yeah. Oh, kind of.
Key and eire. Make sure you're covered every all the way. Hey, I do my best, that's all I can do. Hey, Sergio. How are you? Thanks for that hit tonight, thank you.
We're here anyway.
So now, Rachel can calm down, Stephen's here. One down. John's on the way, so we'll see how it happens. What it is. Like I say, let's keep on getting on. Kind of says it all, doesn't it, guys? Says it all. Ready to try qualify?
Get the banner.
Huh? Can we get the banner? Oh, right.
Yeah, shocking this lady's sign. Cause children. Absolutely.
Give me a hand. Callum, give me a hand. I want you to help for a second.
Get one of you two together because that was this far away.
Next door to you. Have you heard of it? Like it's like somebody's granny back there. Second seat.
Yeah, guys. Everybody and anybody is here now.
My sister died because of the vaccine.
Oh, you want to hear what we were saying about you?
Years of burning.
Just one more member of the Gallus chicken on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop-de-doo. The only thing about it is they were going to come out with force, they won't be ready for it. I'm sure it's only the guys, they won't be kicking off. They get have something shocked to get ready for.
And that's why I can't downstairs, because that's
Yeah, Richard. Yeah, he's coming forward.
etc. We know why we're here, and we're also going to investigate why we haven't been here before and why we're coming again and again and again. Now there's going to be a little format to the day, and initially what we're going to do is we have a letter here for the administrators of tusla and for Pat Rabbit also included. And thank you to Kathy Lynch for that. Kathy unfortunately can't be here today, so I'm just going to read the letter out. And I have put on Garda Síochána on notice that we would like somebody from tusla to come down, and a couple of our representatives here will hand us, that sounds terrible, a couple of our representatives here will hand the letter to some of the tusla officials that have been asked to come down. Not only that, we have also sent a registered letter. Sometimes letters get lost. Secondly, we're going to have, Ciara is going to explain the second format of the day, and this is a participation for everybody here, and we're hoping people are going to get involved in this and get behind it. So, without further ado,
he's here.
How you get up?
Oh,
the leadership of tusla and to Pat Rabbit, Chairperson. We write to you today as a group of deeply concerned citizens and parents, professionals, community members. We believe that the children of Ireland deserve better. We stand together outside your headquarters, not as adversaries, but as the voice for the voiceless, for the vulnerable children and the families whom tusla have a statutory duty to protect. We are horrified by the mounting evidence of systematic failures, negligence and cover-ups within your agency. Recent reports make it painfully clear that tusla is falling short of its sacred mission, the care of children. And that is not a question of isolated mistakes, but institutional breakdown. Here are just some of the most scandalous and urgent issues. Delays in safeguarding referrals, a HICWA inspection found that in North County Dublin, Tusla took more than 6 months to act on a safeguarding risk identified in some cases. Shockingly, some children were sitting on waiting lists without any safety plan, even though their cases have been open for months. This is not just bureaucratic inefficiency. This is deliberately risking children's lives. Unallocated social workers for children in care. A judge has described Tusla failure to assign social workers to hundreds of children as shocking and appalling, and it must be for a judge to say it. In one case, a child remained without a designated social worker for years in direct violation of court orders. How can children be properly protected when they lack a consistent, qualified point of contact? Children repeatedly going missing from care. Internal records obtained under the Freedom of Information show that children in Tusla-run residential homes were reported missing nearly 7,000 times between January 20 and September 2025. Disturbingly, one child was reported, hold on to your hands, 274 times in one single year. Shame on them. You'll be interested to hear Tusla's response. The most short absences, failure to acknowledging the underlying trauma and systematic instability, staff burnout and capacity crisis. An internal Tusla review in Donegal found that social workers are suffering from intractable staffing problems, burnout and overwhelming workloads, delaying the critical assessment of abuse or neglect. These are not, and they'll keep telling us, but these are not administrative issues. They are moral failures. When the staff are overworked and under-supported, the safety of the children is unduly compromised. Data protection catastrophes. Since 2019, Tusla has recorded over 2,000 personal data breaches, many involving extremely sensitive information about children. Some breaches were deemed high risk, exposing vulnerable children and their families to real harm, even potentially to the people who may wish to do them harm. This is not a technical failure. This is a betrayal of our trust. We understand that Tusla operates under difficult and resource-constrained circumstances, but these repeated failures cannot simply be blamed on the lack of funding or staffing. This is what they're going to tell us again and again. We must insist on real accountability, and that's why we're here today, and that's why we're going to keep coming back for real accountability. We do not need reform. We need this institution to be disbanded and reformed. There's no saving this institution at this stage. There is no saving it. And this is intentional, ladies and gentlemen, to destabilise families and to destroy the moral fibre of our society and to destroy the most vulnerable in our society. This is not just some structural failure. This is deliberate. This is deliberate. And therefore, we're not asking. There's nobody here asking today. We demand an independent public inquiry into Tusla's failures, especially regarding the so-called missing children. There's no such thing as a missing child. That child is somewhere. There is no such thing as a missing child. A transparent and practical plan within clear timelines to reduce delays in screening referrals. A well-resourced recruitment and retention strategy, including mental health support to prevent burnout. Stronger data data protection. Where is all this data going? O'Gorman, where are the files? Where are the files, O'Gorman? Why has Roger O'Gorman lost these files? A public apology and reparation action for the children in particular and for the families who have been let down. We stand here today, our voices will be heard for the children of Ireland who cannot speak for themselves. We will not forget them, and there has been many empty promises over the years, and I understand that there has been brilliant people bringing this to the fore for a long time. But the time has turned, and what Ireland experienced in the 50s and the 60s, this is only a posher version.
Irish Mammy, how you doing, Ed? How you doing, Pat?
Of the trafficking of the children, in the collusion of the church and the state, and of course the criminal courts in the 1950s and the 60s. Now we have these dystopian buildings. The buildings have changed, but the heinous acts have not. So now we have asked under the Síochána, is there a representative from tusla coming down until we hand in the letter? And if we have a couple of people that would like to go and hand in the letter, they're more than welcome to take this letter, Dee. And we're going to hand in this letter. And just to be sure, as I said, there is a letter in the post to them as well. So if a couple of people want to hand in this letter. We'd like to ask Bridget Scannell if she'd like to hand it in, and we'd also, I'm sorry, Mr. Sand, and we'd like to ask Bo Daisy as well if she'd like to hand it in, and maybe if we have a gentleman, maybe he'd like to go with the ladies to hand in this letter. Just put it in the envelope, girls, and just hand it in. Do we have a member of staff coming down, Barbara?
Member staff there. Member staff there. Lost files, lost children.
Wait. And we know there's an Irish family.
Directly to the right. Cheers, thank you.
Come back over here, Bridget.
Where's he going with it now? Going around to the reception desk with him. With it on the reception desk. Oh, Brian, shut up. Just do my best, Reg, or Cat, sorry. So, get back in now and some more speeches, see what goes from there, see what happens.
We're not baby sugar lumps, and
I don't want sugar
they said
lumps.
a lot of other things too. So, Ciara, have we Ciara there just to explain the next format this morning? Thanks, Ciara.
Well done. Well said, well done.
Wales, yeah. No, I'm friends with, I'm working with Colin today.
Hi everybody. First and foremost, I'd just like to say this is not an attack on all tusla staff. There are good people working in there. There are people that have good hearts. There are people that are stuck between a rock and a hard place. To these people, I'd like to say, stand up, speak out, and tell us what you know. We are all at the start, we're at the starting stages of something here. This is not going to go away. We're only going to grow. We know there are nefarious goings on behind the scenes. Children do not disappear into thin air. Files don't disappear into thin air. But it seems to be a regular occurrence here in Ireland. Well, it ends now. Today is the 25th of November. We're exactly a month out from Christmas, the most magical day of the year for children. However, for many, this will be another Christmas of dread, fear, despair for the most vulnerable children across Ireland. Why? Because the current system is not fit for purpose. This is not about being left or right. This is about the most vulnerable children in Ireland that have no voice. We cannot unite for vulnerable children. That our country's future is very limited. It's up to us, the ordinary people, everyday citizens, to do what is right here. To make sure every Christmas going forward from here on in is a safe and secure Christmas for all the children in this country. And it's up to us guys to sort this out. Lastly, I've got a postcard here in my hand addressed to Jim O'Callaghan, our Minister for Justice. I've got 2,500 of them actually. And that's where everybody is going to come in. On the postcard, we have written, a 10-year-old girl raped in City West. How did tusla let this happen? Where are the files? Why were the files deleted, O'Gorman? How did a 14-year-old girl go from being in state care to being in a brothel? As of May 2025, there were 32 migrant children missing from state care. tusla is failing Ireland's most vulnerable children. We demand an investigation into tusla. So we're going to give these out. We're going to ask people to give them out to your friends and family. Put a note on them, sign them, put a stamp on them and get them into the post box. We want 2,500 of these going up to Dáil Éireann. We need to make this work, lads. Take a picture of it, post it on social media if you're comfortable enough to do that. The more focus and attention on this, the better. We're demanding an investigation into tusla. We're only at the starting stages and we're not going to stop until we get some answers. Thanks very much.
Good turnout, alright, yeah. It's cold, I won't lie, but it's cold, but hey, worth it.
Hi everybody, my name is Steve Rawley.
Hi buddy, good yourself. I know you were there.
I've been involved with the ladies that's been persecuted, left, right and centre by the people in this building. Mainly the main rich, super rich people on the backs of the mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers of this country, where they've taken their children and, believe it or not, sold them over to organisations in the UK. And I proved this back in 2019, where I was persecuted, dragged, arrested, you name it, for exposing this. I stood in the court with these ladies right in front of me here with the blue posters. These have been exposing tusla for years. And there's one very brave lady standing here, and her name is Bridget Scanlon. And I'm going to ask you people never ever forget that name, Bridget Scanlon, because Bridget Scanlon not only been tormented, arrested, ridiculed, shamed, dragged into court, and tusla social workers, I listened to them in the court, lie about this woman, lie through their teeth about her. They never put it in the disclosure that she took a plastic bottle and hit the social worker with it. But yet the judge took the word of the lying social worker in the courtroom and jailed this grandmother for speaking up for her children. The last thing she did was tell them, you will not inject my child, my son, with an experimental trial. And because she tried to expose her, they jailed her. They jailed her and she's only out now, recently from prison. She's going to tell you that herself right now. Bridget Scanlon, please come up.
Respect.
Destroy them!
My name is Bridget Scanlon. I've been fighting tusla for over 30 years. Started with my own family, then they started targeting me for my own family. I just want to make people aware that the children that's in care, tusla are trafficking them to other countries. My own child was a subject of that. She was sent over to England. She was raped and abused over there. Then they tried to send another one over to Nebraska. So they're trafficking children all over the world. tusla, in my opinion, child trafficking agency. They have jailed many of us. I've been jailed over the last 10, 15 years over speaking out against tusla for different things. They're using the children that they have in care for the experimental vaccines that they're using, and we're not hearing anything about any of them kids dying or anything else. My husband himself, I myself was through the Magdalen laundries. My husband himself was through Father Brendan Smith up in Belfast. He was abused, sexually abused by him. Anybody that has been abused by tusla, or by anybody that's in the care of tusla, have never been prosecuted. They still today walk the streets. And the children, most of them, ended up in mental hospitals or sent away to other countries. I in the end got my own child back after doing my jail sentence. He was home before I was, but they're still getting the vaccine. I don't really know what else to say today.
Give the mothers back their children.
Other than the children want to go home, the children have no voices in the courts. The gal speaks on the social workers' behalf. The gals, the social workers and the judges don't give a care for the children that's in care. It's a money-making organisation.
Here.
For every child that goes into care, they get, I forget how much money they get, but then if they're fostered out, they get extra money for that. There's not a whole lot I can think of.
Nicole is behind you there with her sign. They've imprisoned that mother over in England, brought her to England.
Harry. Nicole Fox was another mother that was jailed over her son. For wanting to bring Harry home. He was sent to his abusive father over in England. There's Angela Ray now at this moment is up in court.
She's remanded till next week.
Her court was put back until next week. She was exposing the fact that her son had no voice. Now all of us is here today is because of our children not having voices in care. I have grandchildren that's in care. One of them was vaccinated. Now he's handicapped from the vaccine. The vaccine has damaged him. He's 7 years old, but tusla will continue vaccinating the children in care. Please stand up and fight for the children in care. They have no voices. Us as mothers can handle ourselves, but the children can't. They need you to stand up and fight for them. They have no one else.
Well said.
Nice one, Bridget.
Well said, Bridget.
Bridget Conlon here. Thank you.
You know, we're talking about all these so-called brilliant people in the Dáil, and I saw many fine dining this week. But I can honestly tell you, in the years that we've been doing this with Wake Up Air and as ourselves, and along with other groups, these are the cream of the crop. These women here and the men. These are the cream of Ireland. And I want to let the Garda Síochána know, when you're calling them names, and when you're going to City West and places like that and bringing these people to the ground with pepper spray and with this and with that, and RTE is the virus. When you're denigrating these people, these are the cream of Ireland, I can tell you, and these are the women of Ireland. And the women of Ireland are saying no. Because you know what? Enough is enough is enough. Bridget is absolutely correct. They are vaccinating, so-called vaccinating the children. And look at the hunger strikers at the Dáil a couple of weeks ago, and they will tell you that on Saturdays, I think it was Saturdays, they were brought down and they were experimented on by Smith-Laxo-Klein. I always get it the wrong way around. And those children were experimented on in the 50s. And like I said, with these dystopian buildings in their smart city here, the buildings have changed, the corruption has not.
Devils.
And next, we're trying to get through the people. And next, what I would say is, I can understand the young parents here that are afraid to speak out. I completely get it. This is state-sponsored kidnapping. This is state-sponsored kidnapping, and I can understand young parents are scared, will I be next? But there's a generation, my generation, whose children have well grown. And I am appealing to that generation now. Please come out and step up. You have nothing to lose. Your children are not, sometimes at my kids' age, maybe they could put them in care for a while. So my generation now, you're walking around a little bit headless chickens because you don't know what's going on a lot of the time, or some of the time, or all of the time. So I'm asking my generation now to step up. Maybe let the younger parents step back a little, because they are scared and they're genuinely scared and they have valid reasons to be scared. So just from a grandparent's point of view, I'm just going to ask Peadar, who has been massively involved with Barry and getting the speakers, getting the things organised. I'm just going to ask Peadar, as a grandfather, just to say, the elder statesperson here, the younger elder statesperson here, just to say a couple of words from a grandparent's point of view and what we can do in that situation. I know Patrick and a couple of other people are just waiting. So, Peadar.
Can't really add a lot more to what has already been said. I am a father of 3 children and a grandfather of 3 young children also, and 5 other step-grandchildren, you might call them. And my 3 grandchildren are 10, 11, 12. I can directly relate to that poor child, the poor little girl, 10-year-old, who was taken off the street. No one there to
sound like a
look
little
out for
horror
her,
movie, alright,
and
kind of.
brutally, savagely attacked and raped. It's despicable, you know. It would have been nice to see more people here today, but I would also say we're only getting started.
Yeah. Just concentrate on the people that they turn up. Never mind the ones
Absolutely, and thanks to everyone that turned up. You know, you are the cream of the milk here.
Quantity.
Yeah. So, but as I say, we're only getting started. I came across an article by Suzanne Delaney and I thought it was actually very good. So I'm just going to read that. It's quite short. And it starts off, there's a darkness here that mirrors the Ireland of the past. It's hidden under a legitimate guise. That mirror must be shattered. The truth must be exposed. Don't be one of those people who only laments the past, while ignoring the same
10-year-olds abducted in the city and brought out to the
right
CBS.
We must be the guardians.
Yeah, Chow was abducted because his Chow was with a group of tusla, so-called.
Everyone should be supporting this.
Chow disappeared, and
regardless of who
well,
you
we
are.
all know what happened.
If you're not, then I would urge you to question what you stand for. Irish and migrant children are going missing and are being fed into a system where unregulated, commodified, privatised beds must be filled. Girls are being targeted by rape gangs, and the source of that, and you can find that, is the UCD study protecting against predators. This system is not child or family focused. It is often cruel, dehumanising, traumatising, abusive, neglectful and profit-driven. Anyone who comes up against tusla or tries to take them on quickly finds out that it's a Goliath in the courts. The problem with tusla and its direct funding of and involvement with unregulated, inverted commas, care are manifold and cannot all be listed here when we know what they are anyhow. But many children are being harmed or put at risk. Families too. We must protect them. Please do your part, no matter how small or big. Do something. Don't be one of those people who look back upon in years to come asking why didn't they speak up when it mattered?
Get out and do your Christian duty.
Be the person who tried to make a difference to children when it was they needed you most. And that's I thought that was spot on.
Just very quickly, just on the grandparenting. Yeah.
Hi, I'm here, so I want to give a shout out to any mother out there today whose child is missing. Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, tusla know where the child is. They've put this child with foster carers who, in all fairness, are actually only trying to make a quick buck. The children are trafficked from one foster carer to another foster carer who are making ends meet and pulling in an extra few quid every week from tusla, and that's a fact, and that's what's going on. I'm here to stand up for mothers at home alone at the moment. They don't know where their child is because they don't know where tusla have put their child. These mothers are totally alone. They can barely eat their dinners at home. They can barely manage to get to the court to try and rescue their child home. They need support. They need people coming in their homes with food and a bit of money for them to carry on day by day until they can get their children back in their arms. I'm sick of it. I've been coming here now several times with lots of people that are here today. And God bless every single one of you people for coming here today. And God bless all of you watching on the videos, because this organisation called tusla, the Child and Family Agencies, they are criminals, yeah? So I'd like to know who is going to arrest them. I've had enough. There's kids crying on their own in a foster place.
Don't let any of them escape.
Anyway, I'm going to have a nice day for the rest of the day, and think of all the mothers at home alone without their kids because tusla have abducted them. Tusla are criminals. Thank you.
Treason! They must die! Treason! They must die!
Just one more thing before we finish up here. tusla are putting court orders on children, and from that day on, up till the child is 18, the review cases that you're going back into court for. Not a chance for you to get your child back. They're all review cases. So unless you put in your own applications to the courts for the return of your own child, you're only going back in on reviews every month. You're never going to get your child back. So please put your own applications into the court for the return of your own child. Otherwise, tusla are only bringing you in on reviews. And on them reviews, the gal and the social workers are going into the courts and they're saying everything is okay with the child. So that means you're walking out of court thinking, oh well, maybe the next time I have a chance with my child. No, you don't. You'll never get your children back unless you put in your own applications to the court for your children back. You have to do it, not legal aid. You have to do it, because legal aid work for the state. Yes. They are for tusla.
They are here.
So it's up to yourselves. You want to get your kids back, put in your own applications.
Thank you, British Stand.
The best word I've heard against tusla this week is tusla have to be exterminated.
Yes.
Thank you.
Guys, I think we're going to have Callum is going to speak now for a couple of minutes. Thanks, Callum.
Hello, I'm Callum Smiles. As you can hear, I'm English. I know in some cases people don't like it when the English come over here and do stuff, but this isn't about Irish kids. It's about kids. And all children, no matter if they're Pakistani, Afghani, British, Irish, African, they need to be protected by those who have the means to do it. Now I've come here because I'm making a documentary on Tusla. I've been researching for well over a year now because I don't think the Irish actually realise they're in such a privileged position where I think it's a country that, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, it's small enough that people can actually have a big impact and change things at such a high level that it can actually inspire other countries across developed nations who have similar issues. In the UK we have the well-known Rotherham scandal. It's not just Rotherham, it's across the entire country.
Thanks to Tommy Robinson.
If it's happening in Ireland and it's happening in the UK, you can bet your house that it's happening in France, Germany, Sweden, America. So what happens in Ireland, I actually think you can have a major impact when it comes to protecting kids worldwide. Now, I'm going to quickly tell you how I got into journalism, and it'll make sense in a moment. I got into journalism during COVID because I didn't like how quickly people I thought were reasoned, ordinary people quickly became mouthpieces for the state, and they were willing to throw people that they would call friends and family under the bus because they'd been brainwashed. Now, I started doing public debates where I was threatened, attacked, abused in the street, not for any money, not because, you know, someone told me to. I did it because I cared about my society, and I didn't like how people stopped talking. So my channel was called Frankly Speaking Politics because I wanted people to speak frankly again about issues that are important, because when people stop talking, bad things happen. Now, I've had so many emails from people that are here today. You've all said these things where, and it's been said the same on countless occasions in a slightly different way, but the same message, that so many people think that it's just them. They're alone. Now, I started doing my Frankly Speaking Politics because I would talk to people about COVID in the streets and stuff, and people would quietly agree with me, but they'd go along with things because they felt threatened by the state, and they felt that everyone was against them. But I would always say to them, actually, if you just speak to your neighbour on your left, speak to your neighbour on the right, a good 80% of the people that I'm speaking to, you're all saying the same thing. And so if we're all saying the same thing and thinking the same thing, there's a lot more of us who think rationally, who have good intentions, than those that are willing to sell us out and do nefarious things to us, people we love, and the people who are most vulnerable. So I'm going to ask you to do two things. Firstly, pick someone here that you've never met before. Go and introduce yourself. Go and exchange numbers. Set up your WhatsApp group, because actually people power does work. So, well, I think if everyone here knows each other,
most of us are probably related.
When you go home today, go and speak to someone in your village that doesn't know about this, or that does know about this and has spoken to you quietly about it. Tell them that you know hundreds, thousands of other people that actually think this way, and get your groups together, because when there's a lot of people, you can force big change. The second thing, I'm going to be stood over there after this, and I want to do interviews with people that have been affected by tusla, because, as I said earlier, so many people have got in touch with me saying that this is a problem, but they all think that it's only a few people. I want to get all your stories out there. I want to flood the internet, not for myself, not for the channel that I work for, but to actually protect vulnerable kids. And if we can flood the internet and make people realise you're not alone, then more will come out, and then you can have change. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, Sheila here, who knows all about your child being taken. The mother from the mother and baby homes, well, institutions. After 41 years of searching, I finally found my son, which was brilliant, you know, to find them after years and years and years. I don't say tusla, I say the Eastern Health Board. it hasn't changed. It's still, there's nothing will ever change for me. But however, I'm just so disheartened regarding City West. You know, a mother and a 10-year-old child, who was given into the hands of tusla in their care and then suddenly slipped away and ended up with a security guard who was actually in accommodation in City West. Now when you get a position, if you're looking after children, if you're looking after with money, if you're dealing with money, if you're dealing with the public, you have to be Garda vetted. And these are questions that has to be answered. But, they all should be they all should be vetted. Everyone, anyone with the public, dealing with money, dealing with children, dealing with people, has to be vetted. And I used to be a carer, general carer once upon a time. But however, I was in disgust about a poor mother, how she was left there in an awful state over her child, a little girl, a 10-year-old, her innocence taken. But I'm sick and tired of listening about, oh, this was damaged, that was damaged, this went to fire, that went to fire. I'm only interested in the human being, the child. You cannot replace a child. You can replace a bus or whatever, a van or anything. You can replace them. They're only material things. But you cannot replace a life. But that child's life is literally destroyed. Destroyed. Hopefully there'll be care given and the child will get counselling and it'll be able to, you know, function. Hopefully she will. Along with more other children. When we think of Parnell Square, which I will never forget, all about the children and the carer. 3 children stabbed and a carer. And all they go on about is the damage of this and the damage of that. These are human beings, these are children. And as far as I can see, the question is, there was no vetting with any of these people that's coming into our country. They're not being vetted. They're coming in, nobody knows. We don't mind people that come here that has their papers and has their documentation and they pay their way and they work hard. A great time. I have worked with a lot of people from different nationalities. But let me tell you, the system has to change. So I leave it there. But I also, before I go, I am a member of eire behind Ireland, and I'm proud to be with them. We are a community of people that are nurses, specialists, doctors. You know, we're in a community that helps people and that will reach out and ask the questions, and if there is, to bring it to the TDs to find out what the faults are, what this is, that is. We want to question about the money, what the fundings are, everything. Everything. It has to be questioned. There's too much being wasted regarding in this country. So listen, I'm going to say I leave it there, Sheila.
Well done, Sheila.
Just Paddy Quinlan is going to say a few words.
Gardaí must be disbanded.
Hey there people, my name's Fergus Power. I just want to make a point today that the same criminal cartel in that doll who were responsible for that little 10-year-old girl being raped, they were also responsible back in 2021 for putting this whole country in a medical trial, which has resulted in 25,000 plus in excess mortality in our brothers and sisters. Totally fit men, women, Ava O'Brien, Roy Butler, babies in the womb. We have to have accountability. This isn't it today, lads. This is only going to build from here, right? These absolute monsters have to be taken to task for what they're doing. They preside over the worst time in our history. Children going missing. As I said, over 25,000 people that won't be sitting at the Christmas table this year, lads. It's an absolute disgrace. I don't forget them people, are we? And
for what they done.
just a message for you today, for this criminal cartel in the Dáil. Eire's children and God's children are for sale no more.
Get the devil out of Ireland.
I was actually hesitant to even come up and say something because I don't want to be put in I don't want to be seen to be being airdropped into positions and stuff like that just to try and take limelight. In fact, I don't even like being involved in politics. I actually hate being involved in politics. I hate the fact that I stood for election and got elected and that I represented people in Blanchetown, one other. And the reason I got involved in politics was because of the abortion referendum in 2018. I fundamentally believe that down in my core that the Irish people will return a no vote in that referendum and defend the right to life to the unborn child. But it was then, when that result was read out and they celebrated like a pack of jackals inside of Dublin Castle and the right to terminate an unborn child, I knew there and then that there was absolutely no evil that the Irish people could not be convinced was good for them. And make no mistake about it, that is what tusla as an organisation is absolute evil that is being medicated to the Irish people and being told on a loop, on repeat, this is good for you. What's good about separating Irish children from their mothers? What's good about putting children into the care of social workers who inevitably put them in the hands of someone who does heinous things to them? 10-year-old child in City West raped under the watch of tusla. But my message, I could go on all day about what I want to do to that organisation and how my party is going to disband it and make sure that every single person inside the place is held accountable for the wrongdoings of that organisation. But I want to make a note and a message to the Irish women, children and the fathers who feel forgotten, left behind, as if nobody cares, as if your cries at night go unheard. Make absolutely no mistake about it, the Irish people hear you. And the more we hear you, the more we talk and the more we spread this message, the more people are going to run to this rod and strike like a lightning rod for the defence of our children. That's all I have to say.
And everything that has been said here so far, I'm sure people will agree with it and say it 100 times over, and he's right, and all of the guys and girls that have spoken here. This is only the beginning, and we want to reassure tusla, this is only the beginning. Sheila brought up a valid point, the vetting. Who's vetting the vetters? Because our vetting service has become a joke. How can care services come in from England and abroad, set up shop here, and our children fostered and farmed out to them? How has this happened? Money is the arbitrary here. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Just 1 second. I know, and we are trying, and I appreciate people standing. And I see Anita Ward here has come up all the way from Cork. Has she? What a woman! I mean, these women are incredible. The next woman that's just going to speak, I was at a different rally and happened to meet by accident, but there's never an accident, this woman at the Dáil, and she was speaking, and I thought I knew, you know, some of the things that was going on with children, and I just listened to it incredulously, nearly not believing what she's saying. So ladies and gentlemen, Nicola Fox. Thank you to everybody who has turned out today, and like somebody else mentioned, we need to grow the numbers, because now that we've got momentum and they're starting to pay attention and are actually starting to act in Leinster House finally, despite a policy paper sitting on their desk on the shelf gathering dust since Helen McEntee's days almost 2 years ago. Nothing has come of that policy paper. So now is the time to start speaking out. Don't be afraid. That's what they want you to do. They want you to stay silent,
so they can continue to make money and profit from our children's trauma. They want you to stay silent. They will threaten you with fines, with prison. Go to prison for our children if that's what it takes. I did, and I'll do it again. I will do it again until they are exposed for what they are doing to our children. We need to expose them for everything. See, Ruth Morrow Farrell, I'm here in a capacity for the general family courts and what families are going through in there, how you're spoken to, how you're degraded, how you are not regarded as the child's mother. Your child is an asset to them. Your child makes money. They make money off your child's trauma. Jim Sheehan, unregulated, unvetted. How much money did they make? €140,000 was the price tag on my son's head. €140,000. He made 50,000 off my child. She made thousands off my child, Ruth Morrow Farrell, and both of them are still operating in the Irish family courts. They are unregulated, they are unvetted, and they do not care about our children. They only care about making money. It is a multi-million euro profiting industry. The family court is not about justice, it's about greed, power, and keeping a boot on our necks. Don't let them do it any longer. We have to speak out. We have to come together and keep doing this until each one of these villains and their Catholic cohorts are held accountable for what they're doing. And tusla implies this. They put them on cases and they are still doing it. Kate Duggan, you should be out here explaining to all these people here today why your fat paycheck actually does for the children of Ireland. How dare you? How dare you? Do not be silent. Bring Harry home. Bring Harry home. Bring Harry home. Thank you. Harry home! What's her name, Kate? Kate Duggan. Kate Duggan, CEO of tusla. We're asking you to come down here and explain to the good people of Ireland, where are their children? Where are the children? Bring Harry home. And what I will say about this lady, and the thing that really impressed me about this woman, she said when Harry comes home, we plan to have a party at the airport. But she's not going to stop at Harry being home. She is pledged, and she has pledged, that she will work tirelessly to bring other children home. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's about. That's your love, not just the love of your own child. The real love is the love of all children. And that's what tusla and their workers and their cohorts are completely incapable of. They have no moral compass, and the people that protect them have even a less moral compass. So I know people are winding it down. One thing that's really important to say is we have clipboards here. We're asking people, will you step forward? Will you give your email or your phone number, whichever you're happy with? What we're hoping to do from here is to form a committee. It'd be great if you've got people that represent different parts of the country so that they keep up the pressure. They keep the emails going. They go online and they report back from their county, whether it be County Dublin, Wexford, Wicklow, County Cork, wherever. So we're asking people, will you please leave if you intend to commit to it. And that would be fantastic. And that's letting tusla know these ladies are not for turning, and these men, they're not for turning. So Ciara, I know, is taking the names. If you're happy to make up another Gmail or whatever you're happy to do, and we will contact you with the premise that you will form committees, liaise with each other, and keep this pressure up. I know there's a man here to the right. You wanted to say 2 words, did you? Did you want to say 2 words? And then Paul is just going to, again, reaffirm for us that he's going to keep up the pressure on his Irish column, isn't it, Paul? Every week he's going to keep talking about it, and we appreciate that.
Thank you so much, everyone. I wanted to touch on something else that hasn't been covered yet. And I'm not saying this out of a lack of education or ignorance for the law. I'm saying it out of a place of respect for what's good and decent. Release the name of the child rapist. Release the identity. Release his name. They were all too quick and all too easy to release each and every single full name, the address, age, everything of all the people who were apprehended for behaviour during the protests a few weeks ago. They'll give everything out possible to know about those people, but not the man who raped the child. And they try to play it off, both the state officials and also people online defending it. They'll write it off as saying, oh, well, it's to protect the victim in question. Well, I mean, do you not think stopping her from being raped would be protecting her even more? It's a bit late for that kind of sentiment now, isn't it? If you cared so much about protecting innocent children, protecting the victim, you wouldn't be letting in people who can rape her to begin with. We're way past that point. The tusla as an organisation, in my opinion, quite frankly, that whole building should be audited, right? No warning, no giving in advance, complete random searches along with any other properties put down as assets belonged by them, right? Now, I can't speak too much at the moment because I don't want to jeopardise the case, but there's stuff that I've been contacted about that's going to come out, and it goes so much deeper than you even know. There's so many parents sitting in the dark having no one, and they try to get the mainstream media to pick it up. No one's covering it, no one wants to touch it. There's so much stuff, it goes so much deeper. You've got anything from abuse, systematic case-by-case abuse for so many children, to all the way to children being brought in under the books of tusla when they're not even needed. And you know why that is? Remember, folks, they get paid for every child under their roof. For every child they have to look after. They make money from it, right? I want to say thanks so much to everyone who turned out. I was here a couple of weeks ago, and I recognise some faces a lot who were here a couple of weeks ago as well. And I'd say it was about a quarter of the size, right? And what I said that day was this: listen, I know you may have been a bit disappointed with the turnout, right? But no, a few weeks ago. But listen, you've got to start somewhere, right? And I said, keep it going with consistency and it'll grow. And that was a few weeks ago, and we're back here at the exact same space now, and they're about 4 or 5 times the crowd, right? We're getting more organised, we're getting bigger, we're getting more passionate, we're getting more mainstream, right? And it's only going to keep going. So everybody, thank you so much. Keep it up. I'll see you all again more often, bigger crowds, more pressure, and it's going to break, right? There's a door and we're the hammer, right? Don't forget, politics is not something that happens to you, right? And it's not something that you're a subject of. It's something that you are a part of. It's something that begins with you. You are politics, right? So be the difference that you want to see in the world. Be an informed and active citizen all the time, right? There's a door that we've got to break down. We're the hammer, right? Keep swinging and it'll give. So, Bear Bua, Erga Bra, Gurmila Mahaga.
I think it's funny. Nicola, I know she didn't get to say about this what's it called? This
in-camera rule.
The in-camera rule. Well, years ago, of course, it was the in-church rule of the hallowed halls where the children were told, shh, don't tell anything. So now we've come into the digital era where it's don't report anything. Cameras can't come in to protect the children. Everything is to protect the children. There's nothing in this country protecting the children. Where's all the childcare workers? They should be down here now. Where's the child psychologists? They should be down here now. Where's the family support workers? They should be down here now. Where's the TDs? They should be down here now. All the ones looking for votes forming new parties, they should be here. The ones that want to come from America and save us poor little peasants, they want to come across the water and save us. They should be here now. You are the people that are here now. You are the same faces that are always here, and God bless you. Wonderful faces. So for now, God bless you all, unless there's anybody that really feels there's something vital that we've missed. Is there anything vital? This lady is telling me it's 50,000 per child. That's the price of your child at home today.
When they take them in the car, £50,000 bonus when they first take them in the car.
I just want to say thank you. We came from Ireland to support this because it's happening down in Northern Ireland too. It's happening on a global scale, and the corruption is, you're right, it's all about the money, love. It's all about, my son lost his child on March 2021 over one bruise. He's no criminal record, neither him and his partner. The social worker rang the hospital to take the child to the hospital, and she said to keep them in. CPO was granted, protection order, and then they went for forced adoption.
I have to move around, you keep one fucking numb standing in one spot. Fucking hell. Yeah, they walk around, guys, because their feet are getting numb. There's the agitators. Setting up for the interviews over there. Very speakers, very informative. It actually is, yeah. That's why I was locked into position, because I got lost in what they're saying as well. But the 2 feet are an absolute, my toes, fucking icicles. They're trying to get the blood flowing. That's why I'm on the move.
You heard what this lady said. Your child is invaluable to you. So Tesla's worth 50 grand. So, you know, remember that. 50 grand. Thanks, Paul, for the Irish column for constantly banging away there and keeping it.
There's over wings your daughter, you think you can have her for less.
So go back. That's the well. If you have her for the money, God bless all of them. Everybody else.
Fucking hate the sun. Let's get a sunscreen for that. I wouldn't even look.
I want to touch on something that you said there, because I see a lot of Northern houses, a lot of people that are right. There's a fundamental problem in this country, isn't there? There's a lot that we do.
Yeah, actually, I might go over there in a few minutes, but...
We just know that there is actually very kind of the way that we can do that. We don't need to do it. We do it in a very, very quick way. I think that this country is split into two minutes. And if we can use it, like ourselves, we can be an example to the rest of the world. Without force, without even need to try, just by simply being an example, alright? It's Tuesday, so why did I make a little bit of a school day, alright? Here's the problem with our state. If you know that our constitution is the supreme law in this country, and fundamentally it is flawed. We have 3 sections of our government first, with executive, judicial and legislative. We elect 38% of our money. Imagine that, 38%. That 38% is dictated by the other 62%. And why is that? I'll give you the week through, alright? Our barristers, anyone that's called the bar, all have to run through the same place. It's called the King's Inn. It's not even a Wikipedia page for it. Our president was elected through there, he didn't say the 38% that we elect as well. No, that place, King's Inn, has been here since the 1500s, yeah? So we'll put it down. King Henry. By nature, that is designed to be violent. Yeah? Now there's a country not too far away from here, it's called Switzerland. They have a force that goes, and it's called a direct. Alright? What that does is
that's the back of 420's head. That's the back of his head. Look, look, look.
How it operates. Say we put up a proposition, 250,000 people give it to me like that, that's not a deficit, yeah? After that it goes to a mandate.
The tusla trying to kill system.
You want to ask people to do now, yeah? With a direct
negligence, corruption.
And they have
children.
Yeah, does that sound good? Yeah. What a direct citizens initiative does is it gives power to every person's voice. It allows us, whether you're left or you're right, to spend it like adults.
That's
without
exactly
a middleman in between us. Because that middleman is dictating how we choose everything. Now there's a lot of
that's the problem with it. Too many kids like that. The whole knot and everything was hit from like you.
But then lads, we be powerless unless we add in the citizens initially, they will not legally be allowed to represent us. It can't happen. Yeah? So one note that needs to be at the tip of everybody's tongue.
Over here is corruption and negligence. Children go missing and God knows people where things happen to them. It's not been reported, it's been hidden.
That's called a revolution. Revolutions don't end. The reason why we can sit here and speak, the reason why we can go and shop, the reason why we're not working the land and sending all our people off because we decided to get because of a revolution. There's nothing in this world that we have as freedom that wasn't gained by revolution. Yeah? Revolutions don't end. Activism ends. Movements end. Today, when we all go home, that's what in your head.
The person here on right in the chat says he was forcibly adopted. Never any answers.
What a place to ourselves. We can have just as much say as any.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
Folks, I'm a young lad. I got 2 daughters.
Children taken from their
4-year-old and
families.
3-year-old, both very sick at the minute now, right now. Thankfully,
Literally
they get doctors
taken.
and stuff like that. I broke 2 parts of my hand last year.
Adoption.
I went to 3 doctors every single
Why are
month.
kids adopted? So they can get money. Money can be made. It's all about money. Same money that pays their wages. It's ridiculous.
Before we all head home, raise the roof! Let's go! My name is Gavin McShane. I've got a lot of people here. Anthony, Paul, Neil, John. I'm going to need you all to step forward. Whip out that phone and get the page up. Hand it to the person beside you and let's get this movement going because I'm not just here representing myself. I'm here representing a lot of people, a lot of educated people, a lot of people that are fit for the job. But we don't have a name, and we'll never have a name. Why? Because we're all of us. We're all of us here. Yeah? Find me out, seek me out, and we get this going. There's a plan right there. Step by step we can get this done. But we need every person here on board with that. Yeah. The next person that you're talking to today that isn't here, you need those words on the tip of their tongue. A direct citizens initiative is the only way this gets sorted. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.
Very minimal, but I think Kira is here with the clipboard and people are leaving their names. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much to everybody for coming. Thanks to Barry and to Heather for organising the speakers, for Kira, Heather for organising the banners, it's spiritual war. And what I would say to Tusla, and what I would say to Satan, get behind Satan! You have no power over us. God bless you all. Take care, mind yourself. Don't forget to leave your name. And, thank you so much.
And it has to start now. And it starts running. The fight back.
Do we have the clipboards? Do we have our trusty clipboards?
It's time for the war.
Kira in the audience. Do we have her? That's what I'm just.
Sorry, I'm just putting my gloves away.
Is Kira here with the clipboard? Sorry. Yeah, that's good. Anyone that wants to go up to Kira, and thank you, Paul, again. I'll be looking forward. When is your next Irish tomorrow night? So for anyone that wants to hear the conversation, Paul, you probably have people on as well speaking about it, will you? On the Irish column. That's great.
Your cell phone, we'll see.
Well, we'll see.
Well, what time tomorrow night, Paul?
Thank you. Just a special thanks to Barry Stone for helping. He can't be here today, but to Barry for making Bear the help with the flyers.
Make it that tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. And to Drew, as always, for making us look good. Thanks, Drew. People want to be I'm not saying we should. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not endorsing it.
How are you? Who was that? Oh, tomorrow. How are you doing tomorrow? Yeah, it's just winding down here now. I know good turnout, good speakers. So, very emotional moments from live raw cases we had to hear from and hear about. So we have a lot of stuff going on here now. Right, speeches now have been going on for a while.
Politics anymore. Fight for improved faith.
Yeah, guys. That's more or less the end of the speeches anyway, and the rest now, sorry, the rest is just it's hidden for banter. Oh yeah, you're good. So,
Stand with him, fight with him.
I'll be, thanks. Hey, no problem at all. No problem at all, man. I'm only doing this so you guys can see what you can. If you can't make it or you can't get here, or if you have other obligations or other family issues, you can't actually be here. Just trying to be your eyes and ears, guys, that's all. Right. Now, I'm going to wind this video up now very soon. So, one more pan now, guys, before I come around. And like I always say, we're real hopper. It's long to fall. So, one second, everybody, I'm just using that to end up the